Your child is crying, you say stop crying, they cry harder, and then you say there's nothing to cry about. Then it gets louder, and then you say to your child, fine, go to your room. Now you both are upset, nothing is resolved, and you feel terrible. Now here's what nobody tells you. Stop crying doesn't work. Not because you said it wrong, but because of how the crying brain actually works. A crying brain physically cannot respond to that instruction, and once I show you why, I'm also going to tell you exactly what to say word to word instead of saying stop crying. And I really hope that works with your child, and I hope this video is helpful to you. I am Ankita Chandak, Montessori expert, positive parenting and neuroscience coach, and in this channel we bring you science-backed parenting for real families every week. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So let's now do 60 seconds of neuroscience, because once you understand why these phrases work, you'll actually remember to use them. Okay? So when your child is really upset, crying, melting down, overwhelmed, their brain is in alarm mode. Okay? The amygdala, which is the brain's alarm system, fires. When this amygdala fires, it actually reduces activity in the prefrontal cortex, which is the thinking, reasoning, language processing part of the brain. So what does this mean? When Arjun is really upset, he cannot process your words properly because he cannot understand them. So stop crying is a thinking brain instruction, but you have sent it to a brain that is absolutely offline. That's why it doesn't work. It is not defiance, it is actually neuroscience in action. So how do we work with this brain that has temporarily gone offline? You know, what does that brain need? It needs warmth, it needs emotional presence, it needs a slow, calm voice, and most importantly, it needs acknowledgement of the feeling. When you acknowledge a child's feeling, or even an adult's, you actually activate their thinking brain again. So you're telling it that, this has been seen. Now you can put the alarm down. It's actually like an alarm, right? It's ringing, it's ringing, it's ringing. And now you label the emotion, you see it, the alarm shuts off. And this is exactly what all these phrases are going to do to your child's brain. So let's go. Phrase number 1, I see you. I'm right here. Now this does two things altogether. First of all, it completely acknowledges that your child is experiencing those emotions, and then it signals safety. So let's say when Arjun is, in that alarm mode, his nervous system is in threat mode, your calm presence helps your child. So your nervous system helps to settle his. Let's say this child is 5, he's crying, his blocks fell down. Instead of it's just blocks, stop crying, you can go close and say, I see you, I'm right here. Don't even touch them unless they reach for you. Don't fix the blocks, just be there. Try it once and see what happens to your child in the next 90 seconds. Of course, there are other facts that come into play, which is food, sleep, and everything else, but these phrases do help. Second one, that felt really dash. Upset, it could be scared, it could be any other words. Now, you can tell your child it makes sense that you're upset. This teaches emotional vocabulary while validating their experience. So there's been enough research on emotional coaching that shows that children whose parents name and validate their feelings, they actually recover from their upset mood much faster. They actually also develop better self-regulation over time. Let's say Ria has gone shopping. Now she really wanted something and she didn't get it in her size, right? So it's very tempting to say, it's just a dress or it's just a cup. Instead of that, we can say it really feels unfair. You really wanted it and you didn't get it, and it makes sense that you're disappointed. Now you've not solved the scarcity problem. You've just built a bridge to their thinking brain, and she will calm down faster. You don't have to agree with the reason for the upset. You don't have to say it's completely okay that you're upset about this. You can just say that I can see that you're upset. You can just appeal to their logical brain. Third phase, you're safe. This feeling will pass. When children are having these really big feelings, to them it feels like this is permanent. Like it's always going to feel like this. This feeling will pass tells them that this is momentary. They can be in a hard feeling. They don't have to be destroyed by it. Arjun is sobbing because his best friend has said something hurtful. He feels like his world is ending. You can say, you're safe. What happened really hurt, and this feeling, which is as big as it seems right now, it's actually going to pass. I'm going to stay right here with you. Now it's really powerful for older children also who can hold that idea, that, okay, I'm feeling this right now, I'm not going to be feeling this forever, it'll pass. Phrase 4. What does your body need right now? Now this is moving attention from a child, from an emotion into a body awareness state. Body awareness is a great way to self-regulate. Now children who can notice that, their chest is feeling tight, their stomach is hurting, their stomach is churning, their head is aching, they can regulate their emotions better than children who can't. Let's say Ria is overwhelmed after school. Instead of telling her, you'll be fine, just start your homework, you can just ask, what does your body need right now? Are you hungry? Do you need to lie down? Do you need a hug? Do you need to take some breaths? You're teaching this child that, she can read her own nervous system. She has to know what she needs and she can ask for it because she is 9. Now that skill will serve her for life, all right? And now phrase 5, I'm not going anywhere. Take all the time you need. What does this do? This removes the time pressure from the upset, Children cry longer when they feel they have to stop, The effort of trying to stop creates more tension. So just give your children full permission to, feel all their emotions and let them release everything. For example, Arjun has just had a big cry. He's, still hiccuping, he's still going through it. You can just say, I'm not going anywhere, take all the time you need, and then sit there. Don't look at your phone at that time. Maybe don't look impatient. Just be present. That presence is worth more than any other phrase. Let me tell you that presence has always been more than anything else. That is the one thing that your child needs from you. Now, I want to ask you something before the closing, right? Were you allowed to cry when you were a child? Did you get the emotional warmth you needed? Was someone always there when you had your big emotions? Because sometimes when we are struggling to sit with our child's big feelings, it's actually not because we don't love them enough. It's because no one ever sat with ours. We are not parenting from zero. We always parent from the childhood that we have. Most parents don't understand that, we don't parent from zero. We parent from a lot of context. And we cannot give our children what we've never received, right? Until you learn how to do it. And learning is exactly what you're doing right now. So let's do a quick recap of all the phrases. You can take a screenshot of this part because I'm showing all the phrases for you on the screen. Phrase 1, I see you. I'm right here. Phrase 2, that felt really sad, upset. Whatever the word is, it makes sense. You're upset. Phrase 3, you're safe. The feeling will pass. Number 4, what does your body need right now? And number 5, I'm not going anywhere. Take all the time you need, I'm right here. You won't get this right every single time. Trust me, none of us do. On the days you don't, that's okay. Just come back to one phrase, just one of them, and just practice it over and over again. Even if you do it imperfectly, it's still regulation. And, even one phrase said once, when it lands, your child will carry that inside them long after they are grown up. RAISE is my 3-day intensive for parents. The emotional intelligence the children need, the co-regulation, that is what we speak about in day 1 amongst all the other stuff. Link is in the description. There's a webinar as well that you can sign up for. I'm going to see you there. And don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. Every week I'm going to be here and I'm going to be bringing you more and more information that can help you in your parenting. Take care. See you.